Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Now remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problem, you can contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my studio at 237-3135 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now viewers, I want to say a special good night to you in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Remember, those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me at 339-1670 or contact my studio 237-3135. It's glad to be back here Monday night, into your living rooms, in your bedrooms, on your phones, Facebook. Remember, you can like our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube at TT Real Talk. Good night to you, viewers. As we are about to start our program tonight, viewers, I want to say, those of you that have made it through the weekend, safe and sound, you know, we need to give God thanks for that. Those of you who end up in front of the magistrate today, well, I guess you did something over the weekend, and that is why you are where you are today. Now, viewers, we are starting with our Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. Listen this. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley opened a Diego Martin Sporting Complex Sunday. And our hospital do not have beds, equipments to provide proper health care for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Now listen to this, viewers. It's Mash Up Monday tonight. Now this project started under former Minister of Sport, Dara Smith, in 2007 at a cost of $115 million. Now, like I said, I will always beat any ministers, any party that comes into power, that our health sector needs fixing. And we are going down the drain as the days go by, as the weeks go by, as the months and the year go by. We are going down the drain in health. Now, $115 million for a sporting complex. How much money are we going to profit from this complex? Millions of dollars was spent on the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba. And how much money did we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, profit from it? How much? While our health care in Trinidad and Tobago is going down, it is going down. We hear people complaining every day, every week, every month. People on the corridors, on beds. We hear shortage of doctors. And this is to the Minister of Health, Mr. Terence Dial Singh. This is for you. Every ministry, Carnival got funding, sport gets funding, but why can't you go to the finance minister and ask for funding for the health sector? This is your name that is being dragged through the mud. It is your name that is in the pig pen. It is your name that I am talking about. You as the Minister of Health, do something. What have you done for the last 5 years to improve health in Trinidad and Tobago? $115 million on a sporting facility. How much are we going to get from that? How much the country would inherit from this sporting complex. Now remember viewers, our phone lines are open 237-3135. This is your program. We are talking about issues in Trinidad and Tobago. Feel free to call in, voice your concern and your opinion. Caller, good night. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go right ahead.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm calling to complain from Brazil, Talparo.
Yes.
We don't have a representative. The PM, since he came back from wherever, hospital or whatever he was doing, we don't have a representative. And if you see the bad landslide we have coming into Brazil.
And who is your representative for the area?
I think it's some Maxi Coffee or somebody, something so.
Oh, the stroke man.
We don't see him, we don't hear from him, anything.
Thank you, my friend. If you could, anyhow, contact me tomorrow at 339-1670 and we'll have a little chat.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, my dear. So you see, viewers, millions going into sporting complex, millions going into carnival, but yet they cannot find the proper way to spend taxpayers' dollars. So that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago would actually see our government, our present government is actually doing something for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. $115 million. Just imagine that. This is Mashup Monday tonight, viewers. Caller, good night. This is Mashup Monday tonight. This is where I would look at the issue that is facing Trinidad and bring it towards you. So you would open your eyes and understand what is taking place in our little country of Trinidad and Tobago. This is where I am coming to educate you all. Now, nothing wrong with opening a sporting complex. But look at the figures. Look at the figures. How much have we inherited from the Brian Lara Academy? How much? Which minister or which advisor could come out and say, Saeed, well, since the Brian Lara Academy built, we made so much and so much amount of money and we did this with it and we did that. No, you all can't come out and say that. Caller, good night.
Right, sir. We need an election early.
I say so myself.
Yeah, we need that. This man that's just throwing me. I mean, as a self-employed, and I going through pressure too. We need something done in this country because otherwise, we're going to eat the dot. Money come no value us now.
That is so true.
Everything. We need that change in this country, man.
That is so true.
All right, man. Take care. Thanks very much.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, switching from our Prime Minister now, the Minister of Education, Anthony Garcia, has beefed up security at school, even though the video that was circulating on social media is 1 year old. He is finally investigating the matter. So just imagine, after 1 year, an old post that were posted since 2018, you now decide, you now decided to beef up security at the schools in Trinidad and Tobago. So let me ask you this, Mr. Anthony Garcia. Why did it take 1 year? And why did it take an underage individual to be brandishing a weapon on social media, singing a song that you had to put this into place? Why you didn't do it? Now, before you came into power, I tell you it's Mashup Monday tonight, before you all came into power, you all knew what to do, what not to do. But you know what? Election coming up just now. So now is the time, from now until next year, all they decide to come out now and bra. You want to do this, you want to do that, but I'm waiting. are waiting. Caller, good night. Are waiting. Caller, are you there? Because normally coming down to election, everybody is going to come out and talk. They did this and they did that. I want to see what this present government, it's not about bashing in government, it's about your performance. It's about your performance. Caller, good night.
Good evening, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, good evening.
Yes, sir. Mr. Saeed, if you believe or anybody believe out there that stadium cost, hello?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, cost 115 million. I want to sell them piece of the London Bridge that fell down. we heard Darrell Smith telling us in Parliament that it was costing 200 million. Where did the rest of the money go, Mr. Said? Do you realize that all the projects that they are doing, they are not coming and telling us about the amount that is, the actual amount that's being spent?
Exactly so.
Something is wrong, and I want to know. The first thing he said that the last government couldn't finish it. Mr. Said, what was more important? Building schools for the children or building that stadium where nobody can benefit from? Look at the Brian Lara. They vexed that Kamala's government didn't finish it. But Scarborough Hospital was more important. Parliament RC was more important.
Yes.
St. Peter's School, the health center in Karachi was more important. Fixing the roads and bridges in this country and making a better life for the citizens was more important than putting out money behind those wishy-washy things. So he feels by opening that stadium, that's his big achievement. Whereas you're mashing down the people in this country, we have nothing to get. Mr. Saeed, the cost of living is sky high.
Very
cost
high.
of medication, every single thing in this country. And that is his boast after almost 4 years, Mr. Said. 4 years going into 5. You understand? That is his boast. No, something to do better in this country. And when people want to see all the things that are going on here and saying they don't know what to put the X, well, something is wrong with us in this country. Thanks a lot and have a good evening.
Thank you, my dear. You see, as long as the government perform, I don't have a problem. Come straight out with the people. Come straight out with the people. Because you see, come next election, you will want the people to vote you back in power. You would want the people to vote you back in power. So it's not about just coming to serve the people for 5 years and make $1 billion in your account and stepping out. No. Your name will be tarnished. You see how that is called? The former minister, drunkard and all kind of thing? Former prime minister? That's called she drunkard. What Keith Rowley said? The car that, the PM car that she used to move with, it had vomit and was smelling. So just imagine that. And when I come out and talk now, side where you do, the kind of legislation and the kind of amendment that I am pushing. No bail for gun runners. No bail for individual who's carrying an unlicensed weapon. No bail for rape. No bail for child sex. Anytime they catch you guilty of having sex with an underage minor, you're going on one time. Apply to judge and chambers for bail. This is the kind of things I am pushing. This is the kind of bill that Real Talk is pushing to secure the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We are trying to prevent crime before it happens. Staying on Anthony Garcia. Anthony Garcia made a statement in Parliament identifying 244 people to be retrenched this year. You know why? They are restructuring UTT. Take a look at this video.
The University of Trinidad and Tobago has advised the following. A listing of 244 persons has been identified by the board of UTT for retrenchment, consequent upon the university's restructuring exercise. That list is now being discussed with a recognized majority union. B, the estimated severance amount is approximately $18.5 million, comprising notice period payments, severance payments, and unutilized vacation leave payments. And C, an application is being prepared by the UTT for submission to the Ministry of Education for supplemental funding in the 2019 estimates of expenditure for the implementation of the restructuring proposals. Thank you very much.
So you see, viewers, 244 people going home because they are restructuring the UTT. Now, what is these 244 people going to do? When they thought they were permanent, now they are going home. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. This is Saieed, this is Real Talk.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Minister in the Ministry of Public Utilities. This is concerning WASA. Mr. Robert LaHunt. Minister Robert LaHunt is asking the citizen to take shorter showers due to the dry season. Due to the dry season, this minister is telling the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, don't take no 10-minute shower, take a 5-minute shower. So what I want to ask this minister now, every 3 to 4 months, we have a water rate of $312. Since you're advising the people to take shorter showers, why didn't you advise the people to pay half of the money that they're supposed to pay every 3 to 4 months? You see, what you all don't understand is that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago are paying for a service. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead.
Yes, Saieed, the 240 form when I want to send him from UTT. The president said, okay about that, brother, man. He have his job. He get his salary when he want done.
True.
His family well off. They get everything they want. They don't care about nobody. Right? Why we must go through this problem? 4 years is pressure. I just the last year before election, you open and give me a set of goodies and all kind of things. The mama guy people side. But Saieed, I wish I had the powers you have. I know you have some powers, eh? But I wish I had the powers you have, Saieed. And I turned myself into a little baby. And when it campaign and lift me up, take kiss me, I bite off the nose. I go outside.
Thank you, my friend. Yes, Mr. LaHunt. Since you're telling me to take short showers, why don't you tell us to pay half the amount? Come out and make a statement like that. You see, because at the end of the month, when you collect your salary, when you collect your monthly salary with your perks and whatever you have to collect, it's not going for the citizen. So when you're telling people to come out and take short showers, tell the citizen also, we are giving you all a break by paying half of the amount. You see, the reason why I just mash you all up is because you always make foolish statements. I am paying for a service. Do not tell me to take short showers when I am paying for a service. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, sir.
Good night. Go right ahead.
I just want to say thank you so much for highlighting what is going on in the nation's hospitals. I am ashamed to see we as poor people in this country have to wait for a bed in the hospital, have to sit on the corridor and wait while the Prime Minister just jump on a plane, first class, and head off to America for top-of-the-line treatment. And it seems as if he really don't care about us. Also, if I may, I'm calling from Legal Church, Latrues Road in Penal. And our representative is Mrs. Shanti Budram. Every other street on Latrues Road is paved, really nice. And this street is the only street that isn't paved. We have been asking, we have been sending letters, and yet still nobody is coming. The road is horrible. I'm just asking if you could assist us.
Do a video of the road and send it to me on WhatsApp at 339-1670.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So you see, while they're making all a statement and telling the public to take short showers, why you all don't take half pay? I remember Jack Warner saying, if he was elected when the UNC came into power, he would take a salary of $1. I could remember that. Take half salary and go home. And don't complain. It's a very simple thing. You want us to take, instead of a 10-minute shower, take a 5-minute shower, which we paying for. Take half salary. Very simple. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, whatever, the point I want to make is, our Prime Minister is doing real good.
He doing good?
The only thing that he do in this country since he come in, he only blaming Kamala, every day blaming Kamala. And he is starting to do nothing to help the people in this country, taking a flight and leaving the country and going abroad. When he finish that, you're going for operation. The doctor say, no, you don't have a problem with the heart. You know what is the problem? He don't have a heart. So how will I have a heart operation?
I hear you, caller.
You don't have a heart.
Thank you, my friend. Now, switching from this a little bit, viewers, we are moving along to High Court Judge Mr. Frank C. Prasad is making judgment, delivering 485 judgments within his term in office for the past 7 years. And now he is saying that the Chief Justice, Ivor Archie, should put instrument first and step down. Now, listen to this, viewers. Frank Prasad is a High Court judge. And I will tell you about this individual. He is very stern. He will give you an air. He is very stern. He's an upright individual. And he will stand for justice. 485 judgments in 7 years. And we have never heard one allegation against Mr. Prasad. Now we have the chief, Ivor Archie. And we are hearing all sorts of allegations that are coming out into the public domain concerning the Chief Justice. Just imagine, you are on top, you are the head. You know why people in power don't step down? Because of their salary. Because of their salary. If our Commissioner of Police decide to launch an investigation into white-collar crime with ministers and judges and lawyers and businessmen, do like China. Seize asset. Bring you before the court. And if they have to hang you, hang you. Because in China, they will execute you if they catch you in corruption. They do business how high you are. And in Trinidad, if a law passed like that, I doubt very much that we would have individuals running for ministership. Take what I'm telling you. You see, the reason why I just hit so hard is because the life I just live is very straightforward. It's straightforward. Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. Mr. Saeed, I have a problem. I saw recently where these two guys went and assaulted the principal of the Paje Hindu school. Okay. Mr. Saeed, the week before Carnival, I think it was a Monday or the Tuesday, there was this young man from a Form 1 who assaulted the principal of the Shogunas North Secondary School. Mr. Saeed, you know up to now, so I just give it a break to see well how far it's going to go and see if someone is going to report it. But I want to believe there's a large cover-up in the Shogunas North Secondary School where the principal was assaulted and he was away from work for at least 2 weeks.
Wow.
Mr. Saeed, look into this thing, please, sir. I thank you kindly.
Thank you, my friend. Now, switching from this, viewers, we're going to be talking about rape. 3 police officers who were arrested for raping a 16-year-old girl have not yet been charged, even after the girl identified them through ID parade. Now, this is in Rio Claro. When an individual is being identified in Trinidad and Tobago, they become the suspect. The police officers now who are conducting an investigation will charge these individuals. They will charge the individual as fast as possible to build a case. So why in God's name these 3 officers have not yet been charged, even though they have been identified by the individual? It's Mash Up Monday tonight. I will support good officers. I will support hard-working officers. But when you hear that you get caught and you have been identified, why are you not charged as yet? Look at the officers over last week. The incident where officers bounced down an individual of Trinidad and Tobago. They are home. Why? They were involved in an accident. If it was a normal individual, you would be sitting in prison still. Now I understand Mr. Commissioner has picked it up on himself to investigate the matter. So why can't you be in prison charged for reckless driving while you are investigating the matter? If it was a normal citizen, oh Lord, I want to rip them to pieces. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Sadiq.
Yes, go right ahead.
They're telling you about how don't waste the water. Water pressure is very low. Mayaro, in the heart of Mayaro, pipeline burst and water running non-stop right through for the whole past week. A woman called on television and say in Cuba, Balmain, she living for 19 days, she have a drop of water.
Wow. Call, are you there?
And now it's dry weather, leg of the water for the people. It is every 2 days.
True.
The Miaro, in the Hata Miaro, opposite the pharmacy there, water and running non-stop for the whole past week.
Okay, up to now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, my friend. It's sad. Now back to this rape topic. Why haven't these officers been charged yet? And to this individual who have identified the 3 officers, will you please get in touch with me? 339-1670. If it was a normal individual, they would have been sitting down in the prison. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And they haven't been charged. How do you think the individual would feel now? Is there justice for her? Knowing these lawmen in authority, and no one is looking after her justice. How do you think this individual feels? How do you think her family feel towards police officers now? Do you think they will get justice? What are they waiting on? Because it's a friend and a family? No! They are officers. They were identified for rape by the individual. So why? What is keeping back the officers and them from being charged for rape? I want to know. Caller, good night.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead.
Good night, Saeed. Good program as usual. But I am not disappointed. In this country, everything is connected to politics. And the biggest set of thieves, corrupt people in this country are the people we employ every 5 years to run the country. You tell me how important it is to build a highway from in the east to Manzanilla. Look at the kind of money it's spending there. So the stadium that they opened in Diego Martin is because big thieving took place there. In the hospital, they wouldn't do it because you can't thief so much, you could thief, but you can't thief so much. But with projects like that, you could thief millions of dollars.
I hear you, caller.
And that's the problem we have in this country. Same thing with police. Nothing would happen with all those police. Look how many police officers bounce people, kill them. And nothing, not one of them charged up to this day. Look at in Rock Road and Pinal last year, 2 families lost lives. The police, because the people connected to police, it is alleged they connected to police officers, nothing happened. Look at he's an assistant superintendent now. You have video showing where he abused people. He get promoted for that. And that is what happening in this country. All of these police officers who commit crime will be promoted. They say we lock them up, lock them up and all that kind, but all of them will be promoted.
True.
Not one of them will be charged, and just like insurance companies, the time to pay premium, they're calling you, but you get into an accident, it's years and years and you can't get your money.
True.
It's the biggest legal ripoff in this country is insurance companies, and those from the highest level down, you know. Because government official all them involved in it, that's why it is so corrupt. We had to get rid of these two parties, these set of thieves once and for all, and so you think about forming your own party, eh? All right? Thank you about that.
Thank you, my friend. You see, if I form my own party, I wouldn't be able to come here and bash them. I want to be able to come here and represent the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to be able to have this platform running that even the poor would have a say. This is what I want to do. And this is what I will continue doing. Oh, talking about that. As I talk about the poor, Mr. Adeshmano, I told you on Friday, I will continue calling your name. You think it's easy to rob a 74-year-old lady? Eh? 3 years now you rob a 74-year-old lady. And I hear you call the lady and you tell the lady, oh, certain TV hosts, you send a pre-action protocol letter for them. And they can't tell you nothing. But here's the difference between me now. When you decide to send that pre-action protocol letter to me, you see, when you want to play foolish around a smart man, is a heck of a thing. Let me tell you something. When you send that pre-action protocol letter for me, I will have my attorney. And believe me, when you hear them come forward, like I said, I have a team will rip you like piranha. When you send that to me, listen carefully, you know, because I want you understand what you're really doing, because you're threatening me. And the last individual threatened my son, they get blind, and one dead. So listen this carefully. When you decide to send a pre-action protocol letter for me, I will go to court with you. And then I will ask the magistrate, or I will ask the JP, to summon you, Adeshmano, on behalf of Mary. Listen carefully. You want to send pre-action? I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm not surprising you. I'm letting you know. When you get summoned to court, you will tell the magistrate why it is it takes 3 years to pay a 74-year-old lady she money. You want to play mad? You want to send side a pre-action protocol? When you reach me for the court, you will tell the magistrate that. And for sending me to court now and causing me to pay a lawyer, you in return will pay my legal bill. And you will pay Mary one. And when you come before the court now, the magistrate will ask you why. 3 years to pay for engine. Why does they didn't give back the woman? And you know what? All you have to do is to come and say, Saeed, okay, we have a matter, we're going to deal with this. I will pay you and so time. And I represent Mary, you know. I represent the poor, you know. You're going to pay interest. You're paying for me for coming to court. You're paying for Mary legally for coming to court, having to take a lawyer. And you're going to pay interest for the last 3 years. Coming up on that 75,000 that you take from Mary. The marshal asks you as a big man, you ain't ashamed to rob a 74-year-old man? You want to send protocol? Send it. You feel it's an idiot you're dealing with? You feel you go just send a letter and say, go stay quiet? It's the poor people I'm representing. You want to know how I could do that? Go ahead, send your letter. I will show you something. I will show you. It's not an idiot you're dealing with. It's a smart individual decide to stand up for the poor people in Trinidad and Tobago. Because once you have money, you feel you could bully anybody and get away. But this is a message to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It finally have somebody here to stand up for you. So that's my message to you, man. Go ahead, send your letter. And you will see how stupid it is. Mary wondering if she could get she money. Have a little patience, Mary. Have a little patience. When your friends started to hear that, oh, you take a lady money for the last 3 years and you refuse to give it back, let me see how my friends will come around you. Let me see how my friends will come around you. Call her, good night. Hello, you there? I tell you, I'm representing poor people, you know. I funded my own program, you know. I letting the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago know Real Talk is here for them. Because many people are being bullied by lawyers, by businessmen. As long as you have a little money, you want to bully people. Real Talk is here. 339-1670. You feel as an idiot? It's 6 languages you're talking in. And it's do business local and regional. So know how you come in. And you will pay Mary money. Like I said, from now until Friday, I will mention your name. You say he's just a TV host. This is a TV host representing the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And I will light you up every single night until you bring Mary 75,000. So I'm telling you what I will do you when you decide to send your letter. So go ahead. You have money? I funded my own program. And it has cost money to fund that program. And not a little bit. So go ahead. I'm telling you, go ahead. Imagine how your mother feeling. My son robbed a 74-year-old man. Ooh. Shame. But anyhow, viewers, we are going for a short break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. This is Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. So like I said, it's Mashup Monday. Glenn O'Brien, your mom's own tour security. Moms, would you get in touch with me, please? 339-1670. Because the judgment has been passed on your son to pay X amount of dollars, and he's in hiding. So I'm asking you to please get in touch with me. Just how you like your money, just how the other individual likes their money. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. Caller, good night.
Mr. Said, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, my brother. I sit down here watching the television here, and I hear you mentioning something about Mr. Arish Manu.
Hello? Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah. You know, this man take a set of money from me for a truck. Over about 3 years now.
You get back your money?
We have already reached it everything. We'll come and we'll see you.
One question. Did you get back your money?
No, we never gave me money.
3391670. Contact me tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. Listeners, viewers. An inmate is being questioned after threatening a senior prison officer. The 44-year-old prison officer told the inmate to stand by his cell. The inmate refused and threatened the officer by saying he won't be in prison forever and he knows where the prison officer lives. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Saieed from Rio Claro. The most corrupted police in Rio Claro. No justice at all, no justice.
No justice. Thank you, my friend. Now to the head of the prison service. When an inmate threatens an officer, now to this inmate, first to begin, you have to commit an act in order to end up in prison. Nobody sent you there. You sent yourself there. If you did not commit an act, you would not have been behind bars to start with. Secondly, being an inmate, you do not go around threatening officers. You do not. You do not have the authority to do that. If that was my father being threatened by a prisoner, it's a different story, you know. Believe me, you know. It's a different story, you know. How you reach in prison? Is that you rob, you rape, or you kill? These are the officers that making sure you get your little tea, your breakfast, your dinner. These are the officers that making sure nobody can stab you and beat you up in prison. And you're threatening the officers. So just say now somebody decide to beat that inmate and to threaten him inside it. Who would you call on? Not the same prison officers? If they decide to turn a blind eye, the first thing you would say is that the officers them know what's going on and they turn a blind eye. But when you are behind bars and you threaten an officer, you make it worse for yourself. You make it worse for yourself. Caller, good night.
Salam alaikum, Saieed Ali.
Alaikum salam.
Rio Claro police is the worst. Had personal experiences with them and the service was terrible. Terrible, terrible. I'm so sorry for that young woman what she had to go through with the rape. We really wish we could know who the officers was just in case they decide to charge them with anything. All right, Sai, take care.
Thank you, my friend. That is why I asked her on national television to get in touch with me. 3391670. Now, viewers, you know with Trinidadian, we love our chicken. We love our chicken, whether it's curry, whether it's stew, whether it's barbecue, whether it's baked, you know, we love our chicken. But listen to this. Trinidadian love fried chicken, stewed chicken, baked chicken, and grilled chicken. However, students at UE found that Trinidadian consume 55 million chicken yearly, and 60% is locally produced, and these chickens have antibiotic, and these cause health risk. It will rupture your memory. It will damage your impairment and sleep disorder. Now, this is in no way to condemn the chicken manufacturers or the chicken growers in Trinidad and Tobago, but we all know that these wild fowl that we are eating, these 6 weeks wild fowl, is injection and tablets that boost these fowl or these chicken within 6 to 7 weeks' time. I am very particular with what I eat. My wife just have problems with me sometimes eating food because I'm very cautious on what I eat. Caller, good night.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead.
Salam alaikum, Saeed.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, I have a problem, boy. Saturday, between 12 and 1, I went to the Tunapuna market. You know, there's a old gas station there, that road running parallel with the priority bus route. Yeah, boy, and they break him, they can't, they stole the battery. Well, I also have an alarm in my car, and I have a steering lock, so probably that prevented them thieving. And nobody seemed to be, and that's a very busy street, people passing there by its course. But one of the lady who live around there tell me that the fellows who stole the battery, you'll see them, and she tried, pointed to them, where you see all them with walkie-talkie. And she said that the last house going east west is where they keep all the stolen items. So I went to the police station, I made a report, so the police will tell me in Tunapuna. So what I intend to do, I say, well, if I could get back the battery, he say, well, you know, that's hard to get back that. There's nothing they could do now. What they'll do, go down and maybe do some investigation, but I know that's a deadbeat. So, you know, I want to highlight this. The road next to the old gas station, parallel with the highway, the priority bus route, is where they're doing a lot of robbery there. And the police are wasting their time.
That's like Tunapuna market. All right. I will contact Sergeant Swamba, and probably he and his team could investigate the area. Now, viewers, firearms section of the police service remain closed until further notice, while there are still 13,000 pending applications. For those of you who applied for firearm from the TTPS, this is just a reminder that came out today. I would just like you to know that that department is closed until further notice. Oh, now we are going to talk about a police officer shot and suspended. SRP officer claiming that he was armed. Now listen to this. This same officer who shot at police officers is being investigated. Now I'm going to tell you something. You are a suspended officer. What are you doing with a firearm? That is number one. Number two, if you are a suspended officer and you see police approaching you, you have all rights to identify yourself to the oncoming police officers. So why did the police officer shot at you? It's because you took out your what? Arm or illegal? I know you are being investigated for another matter, but you already have a matter pending. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, sir. How are you doing?
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, listen, I'm calling concerning chicken. In addition to which is the manufacturers feed the chicken a substance called roxasone, which is a very slow poison, and that increases the size and weight of the chicken very rapidly. That's one point. The next point is before the chicken leaves the processing plant, they are washed in chlorine before they send it to the grocery stores. So that's something that viewers and listeners might want to bear in mind when they go to buy chicken next time.
Thank you, my friend. So you see how information is coming, viewers? And where do we get it? On Real Talk. You see, this is what I just say, you know. There are people who just call in and want to bash me. But when you are uneducated, there is nothing you could do about that. Unless you decide to go back to school and get a little education. I stopped school at the age of 32. That is when I stopped school. At the age of 32. Caller, good night.
Yes, sir. I was telling you about chicken, about the roxasone in the chicken, in the chicken feed. And they also, before the chicken leave the processing plant, it's washed in chlorine before it goes to the grocery. So people who buy in chicken in the grocery might want to bear this in mind. The roxasone is a slow poison which encourages growth, and it encourages chicken to grow very fast and get big quick, so they don't have to eat much feed, so it don't cost the manufacturer much money.
Too much money.
To keep chickens for too long. So as long as they feed them the roxasone, they get them out of the processing plant very quick, and then wash them in chlorine before they go to the grocery. So that's something, again, people might want to bear in mind before they go to eat chicken or buy chicken.
Thank you, my dear. My friend. At least the public will be informed and they would know how to take their steps now towards chicken. I have nothing wrong with the manufacturers or the chicken growers throughout Trinidad, but this is just to let you know concerning your health. This information is based, I decided to release it based on the health of individuals. So please be aware. Like I said, it's for your own health. Because there are many individuals who don't partake in chicken. They love fish. I myself love fish. I myself love fish a lot. So viewers, this is Real Talk. I am Saieed Ali. This is where we bring the current issues of the day towards you. So you will be able to understand what is taking place in your country. Apart from crime, there are other things that need to be addressed. And this is where I bring it to you live from Real Talk Studios. So like I said, those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can feel free to contact me, 339-1670. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but stay locked on. Real Talk will be here for another episode. Good night, viewers. And don't forget, viewers, our repeat time is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow morning of this program. Good night and be safe.